Hello, everybody. It is Monday, 27th of March. We are going to practice a soft practice today as the time has just changed in Europe. We've sprung ahead, so we've lost an hour. And it's good during this period of time of the year to just sort of tone down our practice a little bit. People in Europe might be feeling a little bit of fatigue, so it might be a good thing just to do something softer. So I would recommend today that you have a pillow or a block for midway through the practice. And we are going to start lying down on our backs. So for those of you who are following along with the recording, go ahead and lie down on your back. For those of you who are with me today, go ahead, let's lie down. Good. And in that position, I'd like you to bring your feet hip width. Okay, so we're on our mats and we'll bring our feet hip width lying down on the back. Allow your toes to roll to the outsides of the mat. You can have your hands on your tummy if you wish, or bring your arms alongside your body, turning the palms to the sky. And just take some deep, slow breaths. See if you can get the belly to rise and fall with your breath. This can be very soothing to just check in with the rise and fall. And as you do these breaths, relax your jaw. Maybe you need to move your jaw a little bit. And see if you can completely relax the jaw. Now from this position, let's softly turn our head to the right. See if you can get the chin all the way to the right shoulder. Turn the head back to center, and we'll turn our head to the left. And back to center, going again. Turn to the right, go as far as possible. Back to center, and to the left. See if you can make the movement smooth and fluid. One more time to the left. Good. Bring your head back to center. And let's take a deep breath in and raise the arms over the head. And then as you breathe out, bring the arms down by your sides so the hands come near the thighs. And again, let's take a deep breath in, stretch the arms over the head, and breathe out, bring the arms down by your sides. Good. Do it one more time. Breathing in, reaching, and breathing out, arms by your sides. Bring your arms up as if you're reaching towards the ceiling. And we're going to breathe in and open our arms wide. And then as you breathe out, cross your arms over your chest and touch the floor on either side of your body, so close to the shoulders. And again, we'll breathe in. This time, see if you can cross the other arm on top. Changing the crossing, touch the floor next to your shoulders. And again, breathe in, opening up. Yeah, breathing out, crossing, touch on either side of the shoulders. Breathing in, opening. Breathing out, crossing and touching. Yeah, one more time. Doesn't matter which arm is on top. Just as long as you change each time. Good. Now open your arms wide. And let's bend the knees. Both knees bent. Allow your knees to fall to your left-hand side of your mat. Turn your head to look at your right hand. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, raise the right arm and you're rolling to your left-hand side. Touch the palms of your hands together. And then breathe in and open back up again, the right arm out to the side, palm facing the sky. Do this again, breathing out. Arm comes up and over, touch the palms. Breathing in, open the arm. One more time, breathing out. Notice the twist. Notice what's going on as well in the shoulders and the chest. Breathing in, keep the arms wide. Lift one knee up at a time and change sides. Let your knees fall to your right. Turn your head to look at your left hand. Here we go. Lifting the left arm as we breathe out. Touch the palms together. Breathe in and open. Good. Turn the head along with it. Breathe out. Turn to the right hand side. Breathing in and opening. One more time. Breathing out. Palms come together. And breathing in. Open. Now lift your knees up. All right. Bring both knees up against the chest. Softly here, rock from side to side, getting a little massage at the low back. And then come back to center. Bring the hands around the right knee. Pull the right knee to the chest. Raise your left leg to the sky. And you'll lower the left leg. Hover it just above the floor before bending again and bringing it in towards the chest. Stretch it to the sky and lower. It's like cycling the left leg. Bring it in. We're going to do it 3 more times. Stretch it. Bring it down. You're holding your right knee, so you're stabilizing your spine. Knee goes in. Stretch it. Bring it down. And we do it 1 more time. In, stretch it, bring it down, and back to the chest. Rock again from side to side, softly massaging the low back and the sacral region. Just a gentle massage, side to side. Good. Now the left knee stays up against the chest, and we stretch the right leg to the sky. Here we go, cycling. Lower the right leg as low as possible. Bend the knee, bring it back into the chest. We do it 5 times. Stretch the leg, bring it down. Yeah. Into the chest. 3 more. Up, bringing it down to the chest. Keep breathing as you do this. 1 more time, stretching it to the sky, down and to the chest. Good. Now grab both knees, lift your head, nose between the knees, and hold this position. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower the head down, right arm to the right ear, roll to your right hand side, and lift yourself up from the side. Come up onto your hands and knees. Hands can be underneath the shoulders. Knees can be underneath the hips. Taking a deep breath in, let's curl the spine, look skyward. And breathe out and round, look to your belly button. And again, let's curl looking skyward. And breathing out and rounding, look to the belly button. 3 more times, cat and cow. Really just warming up the spine, the neck, getting it moving. Last one, breathe in and curl. And breathe out and round. Good job. Okay, I want you to reach your right hand as far forward as possible. And we're gonna bounce softly backwards, not sitting quite on the heels, but just bounce your hip backward and forward again. Back and forth. Good, this helps to warm up the hip, the shoulder, even the wrist and the hand, and it's preparing us for a down dog. Bring your hand back underneath the shoulder and we'll change. Left arm forward. Here we go, bouncing back and forth. Nice and soft and easy. Good. 3 more times. This is also very nice and easy for the knees. Once more. And we'll bring the hand back. Now, with your right leg, push the top of the foot down and raise your right knee, then set the foot down. It is going to be in line with your left knee, okay? Have it point out to the side. If you need to look at my video to see where it is, do that. The toes point out to the side, okay? And the knee follows the toes. Reach your right hand forward again, just like we just did, and bounce back and forth again. Here we're getting a really nice stretch of the lumbar region, as well as the hip and the glute. Yeah, one more. Good. Bring the hand back down under the shoulder, and we'll stretch the right leg out to the side. So if I scoot back a bit so you can see, I'm stretching it out to the side, the foot is down and pointing forwards, okay? From the front, it looks like this. The leg is out to the side, foot pointing forward. From here, again, we're gonna bounce back and forth. You can keep your hands just under your shoulders and let your hips bounce back and forth, feeling the stretch down the inner thigh this time. 2 more bounces. And let's release, bring the knee back down. Ooh, good. Open your knees and just come into a child's pose to rest for a moment. The forehead can be on the floor, and just take some deep, slow breaths here. Let's come back up onto our hands and knees. Bring your knees back in underneath the hips. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Press the top of your left foot down, lifting the left knee, set the left foot down. It points out to the side. So if you're looking from the front, the foot is down, pointing out to the side. The knee follows the foot. Hands are down. Now reach your left hand out in front of you and bounce back and forth. Here we go. 5. You should feel it in the hip and in the leg. 4, as well as in the lumbar region. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come down, stretch that left leg out to the side. The toes point straight forward. So if you're looking from the front, the left leg is out, toes pointing forward, hands on the floor under the shoulders, and bounce back and forth again. 5, 4, really good mobility exercises. 3, good for the joints, good for the muscles and the fascia. And let's release and bring the knee down. Open your knees, sink back into child's pose and relax. Lifting your head, look forward, set your hands down, shoulder width, and rise back up onto the hands and knees. Tucking your toes, lift your knees into a crouching cat position. So the hips lift, the knees stay softly bent, and we're going to bounce back and forth. All of these positions coming from the bowspring, they really help to get the joints lubricated. They help to get the lymph moving, all the liquid between the fascia moving, and it creates a slide and glide of the fascia and the muscles. Turn your toes to the right and let's bounce again. And the bouncing, the pulsing, helps us to kind of get into a rhythm with our bodies. You can go as fast or as slow as you like. Change the direction and bounce. You can get into the own rhythm of your own body. Coming back, pointing the toes forward. Open your knee, or your feet, as wide as your mat. Let your knees go open wide and walk your hands back until the heels come to the floor. Now you're in that deep squat position. Hips back, let the glutes lift up and back, and bounce here 10 times. 9, we're getting into the quadriceps and the strength of the legs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come onto the thighs, just above the knees. Push against your hands just to lift the chest, but stay in that open squat position. Lift and open the shoulders. Lift and open the throat so that your head lifts off of the shoulders. Softly bring your right shoulder forward. Look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Left shoulder forward. Look over your right. Good. Back to center. Again, right shoulder forward. Back to center. Left shoulder. Keep breathing. Back to center. One more time each side. Right shoulder forward. Back to the center and the left. Good. Back to the center. Keep that open squat. Push against your hands to lift your chest even more. See if you can get into a nice curvy position. Raise your arms and pulse here. 10, 9, 8, 7, hips way back. 6, good. 5, yes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way up to standing. Whew. Step your feet in. And softly walk to the front edge of your mat. Once you are here, feet need to be hip width. Open your toes and feel like your feet are dialing out, slightly dialing out. Lift and open the shoulders. Stretch your arms alongside your body. Feel your chin parallel to the floor. Hands can come to heart center, and we'll interlace the fingers. Push the palms skyward. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out, lean just to your right. Lean over to the right. Coming back to center. Palms come through the heart center. Palms together and bend forward and into a squatting position. Hands come to the earth. Step your right leg back, then the left, and you're in a plank position. Lower your knees softly, lower your chest to the earth. Pointing your toes, lengthen your legs behind you. Rise to a cobra. Bring your chest back down. Push up onto the hands and knees, tucking the toes under. Rise to down dog or crouching cat. Raise your right leg up and press up to the ceiling. 5, sparking the glutes. 3, you should feel the right glute. 1 more. Swing the leg forward. Step the rest of the way forward till you get to the front edge of your mat. Hands to your thighs. Help your chest to lift to a chair. Raise your arms by your ears. And come up to standing, arms stretched by your thighs. Good, and we begin again. Hands to heart center. Interlace the fingers. Push the palms skyward. Lean to your left. Coming back up to center. Palms together, go through the heart center and fold all the way forward. Stepping back to a plank position. Hold your plank for a moment. Then lower the knees and lower yourself down. Pointing your toes, lengthen out, rise to a cobra. Come back down before pushing up onto your hands and knees. Tucking the toes, down dog or crouching cat. Left leg comes up, press the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing the leg forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Hands to thighs, push to lift to a chair. Arms come up by your ears. And then as if you're diving through a pool that's above you, stand and open the arms to come back to the perfect posture. Good. Hands to heart center. We keep flowing. Clasp the hands, push the palms skyward and lean to the right. Back to center. Flow down into a squat and hands to floor. Stepping back to plank. Nice and easy. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Smooth. Pointing your toes, lengthen, rise to cobra. Chest comes back down, onto the hands and knees, down dog or crouching cat. Right leg lifts, press it skyward 5 times. Feel the glute. Getting strong. And kick it forward. Step the rest of the way forward. Hands to thighs, lifting up to chair. Reach your arms up, and then diving through a pool on the ceiling. Open your arms, straighten your legs to a perfect posture. Hands to heart center. Clasp them together, push the palms skyward. Lean to your left. Back to center. Palms together as you fold. Hands come down and step back to the plank. Lower your knees, lowering the chest. Point your toes, lengthen out, rise to cobra. Pushing back to down dog or crouching cat. Left leg lifts, press it skyward. 5, 4, stay strong. 3, 2, 1, swing it forward. Step the rest of the way. Coming into the chair. And dive into the ceiling. 2 more rounds. Hands to heart center. Clasp your fingers. Lean to your right. Smooth, everyone. Good. Coming back to center and fold. Folding forward. That's it. Good. Stepping back smoothly to plank. Lower your knees smoothly to the floor. Beautiful. Point your toes. Rise to that beautiful open cobra. And push back, down dog or crouching cat. Right leg up. Pressing 5 times. Yes, spark the glute. Good. Stepping the rest of the way forward after swinging forward. Yes. Good. Rising up and out of chair. Beautiful, everyone. And then bring your arms down. Yes. Hands to heart center. Last round. Let's go. Raise the arms and lean to your left this time. That's great. Come back to center and fold yourself forward. Yes. Stepping back to your plank, hold for a moment. And then moving down. Good. Pointing your toes, rising up to a cobra. Bring your chest back down before pushing back and up and into down dog or crouching cat. Left leg, lifting. This is the glutes. Good. 5 presses. And when you're ready, swing it forward. That's excellent. Step the rest of the way forward. Hands to your thighs to lift and into your chair. And then dive into that pool in the ceiling, opening the arms And you're back at your perfect posture. Good. Hands to your hips. Bend your knees. Raise your right leg. Okay. Keeping the right knee bent, I want you to reach your arms out in front of you and then bend the elbows and grab the elbows. So right hand at the left elbow, left hand at the right. Feel like you're pulling your arms apart, but you're holding your elbows. So there's a big contraction in the upper back. Twist to your right. Look over your right shoulder, go as far as you can. Standing legs bent. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Unwind. Keep your elbows, lower your foot, and raise your arms over your head. Keeping the legs strong and straight. Lean to your right and hold. Hold on to your elbows. Keep your legs strong. Keep your belly strong. Looking forward, we hold 3, 2, and 1. Coming back up to standing. Release the arms, open them, and clasp your hands behind you, stretching the arms as straight as possible. Open the throat, lift the chin. 3, 2, 1. Back to perfect posture, everyone. Hands to hips. Bend your knees. Lift your left leg this time. Keep that right leg bent. Reach your arms out in front of you. This time, the left arm is on top. Grab your elbows and feel like you're pulling your arms apart. It creates a tension in the upper back. Turn to your left. Keep your belly in, look over your left shoulder, and we're going to hold it. 3, 2, 1. Unwind, keep your elbows, lower the foot to the floor, straightening the legs, raise the elbows over the head, and lean to your left this time. This is whittling away at the waist. Keep the belly flat. Set your gaze out in front of you, holding 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to standing. Release the arms, and once again, let's clasp the arms behind us. Stretch them, lift the chest, lift the chin, and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release. Step back to the center of your mat. Bending your knees, just soften them. We're going to reach our arms back and send the right leg back behind you. So it's as if you're flying above the earth. Your chest goes forward, the right leg is behind you. Holding 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can bring your hands to the floor in front of you. Raising the right leg up as high as possible. You can bend the left knee as much as you wish. Now lift the right leg high, deep breath in, and as you breathe out, cross the right leg behind the left, so it's as if you're coming into a seated position. And then back up again. We do this 5 times. Cross and squeeze. 3, cross and squeeze. 2, cross and squeeze. Here's the last one. Cross and squeeze. Now, set the right foot down, cross behind the left. So you're standing with crossed legs, right leg crossed behind the left. Grab the ankles, stay here for a moment, set your gaze at the floor. 2, 1, then set your hands to your hips. Lift your chin first, lengthen your spine. Slowly lift up, pressing down through your legs. Slowly, slowly. Then raising the arms up over the head. lean to your left. So your right leg remains crossed behind your left. And you lean over. Holding, set your gaze in front of you. 3, 2, 1. Rise to standing. Bring your hands to your heart center. Uncross your legs, bringing your feet hip width. Squat down into a gentle squat. Set your gaze in front of you. And we will twist to our left. So your right elbow goes over your left thigh. Look over your left shoulder. You could have the hands at heart center, or you could stretch your arms if you prefer. Holding 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands onto your thighs. This is going to support our backs as we roll up to stand. Good. Same thing, other side. The knees bend softly. We'll swing our arms back behind us, and you'll send the left leg behind you to that airplane where you're just floating over the earth, looking forward and at the floor, holding and breathing. One more deep breath in, and bring your hands to the floor. Bend that right knee as much as you need to get the hands down on the floor. Now we'll cross the left leg behind the right 5 times, and up it goes. 4, 3. Yes, bend the knee as you cross it behind. 2, that's it. 1 more. 1. Whoo. Now bring the left leg cross behind the right. Feet are flat on the floor, both feet, and pointing straight forward. Grab the ankles, set your gaze at the floor, and hold here. Be sure all toes are down on the floor. Hands to your hips now. Lift your chin first. Extend your spine. No rounded back here. That's important. Just lifting up. 3, 2, and 1. Keeping the legs crossed. Raise your arms, palms together. Lean to your right this time. Holding, setting the gaze in front of you. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Coming back up. Hands to your heart center. You'll uncross, feet at hip width. Sink down into that little chair, hips back. Twist to your right this time. Left elbow over the right thigh. Turn your head, turn your shoulders. And if you wish, you can straighten your arms or keep your hands into a prayer position, as you wish. Holding. 3, 2, good. 1. Unwind, hands to the thighs, softly rounding the spine. Rise to a standing position. Hands to your hips. Bend your right knee. Bring the right knee towards the right, and the foot is either at the ankle. If you go to the kneecap, the heel is higher than the kneecap, or your inner thigh. Arms in a V position, reaching to the sky. Lift your eyes and hold. Hands come to your hips. Good, lower the leg. And let's go for the other side. Bend the left knee. You're at the ankle, a little bit higher than the kneecap or the inner thigh. Raise the arms. Focus your gaze on one point. And calmly breathe in and out of the nose. Hands come to your hips and lower down the foot. Good, lower the foot. Come to the front edge of your mat. Be sure you have your block nearby or your pillow nearby. We're first going to go on our bellies, and then we're going to turn right over onto our backs right after. So here we go. Hands to heart center. Deep breath in, rise. Fold, bending at the knees. Stepping back to a plank position. Lower your knees down, lower your chest down, and come onto your belly. Hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side to relax the low back, hips, and upper back. Lift your head, lift your legs, and bring your arms out to the sides in the cactus position. So this is a wonderful full back exercise that are working all of the muscles in the back. Lifting and holding, we hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Take your block with you. Bring your feet to one side. And here we go. Moving down onto your back. We're going to first take Viparita Karani. So lift your hips up, place the block or the pillow under your hips. They should be raised higher than your shoulders. And lift your legs. If you have a block and you want to go higher, you could always put the block on its long side and raise the legs. You could also do on the short side. However, be sure the block is stable. If you're using a pillow, you could fold it in half to get your hips up a little higher. You should feel that there's a bit of pressure going up towards the neck and the jaw. This is not just lymph, but also blood flow. So lengthen out your neck, relax your jaw, and take deep breaths, focusing your eyes on the ceiling. And we're going to stay here for a couple of minutes. This is actually the exercise against jet lag, if ever you have jet lag. It helps to reset the body's clock. And, believe it or not, it helps to raise your energy. So it's really good to do it in the morning or before noon. Here we're doing it just after noon, but it's still early in the day. It's not an exercise to be done at the end of the day. It's to be done earlier in the day. So continue just focusing your eyes on one point, taking deep breaths. Allow yourself almost to relax into this posture. See if this posture can be rejuvenating for you. Three more deep breaths. So you're going to expand the rib cage with your breaths, and especially the lower ribs where the diaphragm is. One more deep, deep breath in. And breathe out, release, letting go. Rebend your knees. Set your feet flat onto the floor at hip width. And we're going to move straight into a half bridge pose. So lift your hips up, place the block to the side. Press the elbows down into the floor. Feel your glutes and your thighs engaging to get the hips up. And we'll do a perineal exercise just now. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze your knees together, pull your perineum up towards your belly button. Breathe in and open. Breathing out, squeezing, pull up. Breathing in, open. Let's keep going. Breathing out, squeeze, pull up. Breathing in, open. 3 more times. Breathing out. Last one. Good. Lower your hips down. Soles of the feet together, knees wide, in a butterfly-like position. Relax here for a moment, just allowing the low back to curve. And then press the soles of your feet together, knees stay wide, and lift the hips up. You won't be able to lift them very high, but this is an excellent exercise for a lot of the muscle structure around the hips. It's called frog bridge. And we'll pulse, lifting 10, squeeze tight, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good, 2, 1. Lower the hips down, lifting your knees up. Separate your feet hip width. Now we're going to take our full yogic bridge, elbows into the earth, open the chest. Lift your hips as high as possible, and we hold here, taking deep, slow breaths. Lengthen your neck. Once again, you're going to feel a bit of pressure at the neck and jaw from blood and lymph. See if you can make space there, as much space as possible. Good job. Raise your arms over your head and lower the back, 1 vertebra at a time. Very, very slowly. And once the back is all the way on the floor, keep the arms over the head. Open your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees fall to the right. Hold for a moment. Then lifting, let your knees fall to your left. Hold for a moment. Now lifting, bring your knees together, feet together. Let's roll all the way to our right-hand side. Stretch your left leg, turn the toes down, your left hand out in front of you, and we'll raise the leg 10 times. 9, not very high. 8, toes are down so you get the outer leg. 6, 5, and it's really glute medius we want to work. 3, 2, 1, keep the leg up here and we'll pulse, pushing with the heel. 10, 9, 8, good. 7, 6, stay with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg there as high as possible. A little bit higher. And lower down. Good job. Bend the knees. Lifting 1 knee at a time, and we change sides. Roll all the way to your left-hand side. Knees together. Right leg stretches out. Turn the toes down so that it's the heel pointing up. Here we go, lifting 10 times. It's like a pulse, not very high. Very good to work glute medius. And it protects the hips, keeps them strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg up there and we'll pulse. Push it like you're pushing the wall. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, almost there. Hold it straight, lift a little higher, holding. A little bit higher. And then we bring it down, roll back onto your back. 1 knee at a time coming up. Lift your knees up to your shoulders and rock from side to side. Good job. All right. Lifting the feet, grab around the ankles or the bottoms of the feet, getting into a happy baby pose. Just let yourself soften here. Let the hips soften, the low back, the knees, the shoulders soften to the earth. Softly stretch the right leg as straight as possible, getting a stretch down the back of the right leg. Bend the knee again, stretch the left leg. Bend, and again the right leg. Good. Left leg. One more time each side. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Push with your elbows to open your knees even more so you get into like a butterfly position. Breathing deeply here, holding. Bringing your knees back together, feet together. Let your feet come to the earth and open your arms wide. Let your knees fall to the right, turn your head to the left, stack your knees, left knee on top of the right. Turn your head and hold. Easy spinal twist. Lifting your left arm up, roll to your right, grab the left ankle, push the knee behind you for a stretch of the quads. Bring the knee to the shoulder, roll back onto your back. Feet flat, knees together. Open your arms. Let your knees fall to your left. Right knee stacked on top of the left. Turn your head, spinal twist. Good. Raise the right arm, turn to your left-hand side. Grabbing the right ankle, push the knee behind you, hip forward. Bringing that knee to the shoulder, roll softly onto your back. Both knees once again to the chest, squeeze them in. Lift your head, nose to the knees, and hold 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head down, stretching one leg at a time onto your mat. Turn your palms to the sky. Readjust your position to make yourself comfortable. And taking deep breaths in and out through the nose. Begin now to relax even more the hands and the feet. Relaxing the arms and the legs. Shoulders and the hips.
tummy and chest, the low back and the upper back. Relax your neck, your throat. Take some time to relax the jaw. We tend to hold a lot of tension there. Begin relaxing the cheeks, all of the muscles surrounding the lips and the mouth. The muscles connecting the cheeks to the nose. Circular muscles around the eyes. The eyebrows. Allow your forehead to become completely smooth. Feel your face perfectly sculpted and soft. Relax the scalp and even relax your hair. And in this relaxed physical state, relax even your thoughts. Relaxing the mind. If you can step outside your thoughts and begin observing them, it's a wonderful way to relax the mind. Begin deepening your breath now, expanding the ribs, chest, and especially the lower ribs. And as you breathe out, allow them to soften inwards. And if you're ready, start to move your fingers and your toes. Moving your hands and your feet. Raise your arms over your head and stretch your fingers to your toes. Lifting your knees up to your chest, squeeze them against the chest. Roll all the way to your right-hand side. And pushing into the floor, lift up from the side. Yes, best way to lift up for your back. Come to a seated position. Good. Let's rub our hands together. Raising the energy and awareness in our hands. And let's bring our hands over that perfectly sculpted face. And tap around your eyes. Shaking out. Let's do it again. This helps to bring in some circulation into the face, into the muscles, stimulating the muscles. Tap around the eyes. And shake out. Hands can come to your heart center. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone. Namaste. Thank you very much.